Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today I am going to share some journals, and I have quite a few, so I'm probably going to split it up into two videos. In this first video, I'm going to share the 3 hardbound books that I've created recently, and these will be listed in my Etsy shop for anyone who's interested, and for anyone popping over to see this video from Etsy, I'm so glad that you're checking these out. So let's just jump into the journals because I have quite a bit to share. I have been so excited to create with this fabric that I found actually before Christmas. I actually was out shopping for my Christmas journals and stumbled upon this adorable hedgehog fabric and this sweet little deer fabric. Isn't that so stinking cute? So I will start with the hedgehog journal. This is a hardbound cover that I created with a curved spine, 6 hidden signatures. There are 3 raised sections here on the spine, and then it's completely covered in fabric. I did not want to cover these super cute hedgehogs. So yeah, it has some cheesecloth in the spine. So the binding is a seam binding closure. The name of this journal is Delight, and I made this out of some wooden beads. There's a button here at the end, and then it's attached with a little garment pin with some seam binding tied onto it. I love that. So then here you can see there's a little tassel and a button attached to a garment pin. I love the way that looks. A couple buttons on a garment pin down here. There's a little flower charm here. And I also want to mention there are 6 signatures in here, 60 pages, 120 sides, so 120 pages all together in all of these hardbound books. We'll get going here. So then I have some really cute paper here lining the inside with a vintage library pocket, and then these journals are stuffed full of goodies. I made a lot of little like scrap paper with some scrap fabric tucked in here, a lot of cute journaling cards. So I'm just going to flip through here. Since this is a hedgehog theme, I stamped out some of my Lawn Fawn hedgehogs. I thought they're so cute, and I just put them here so you can cut them out and use them wherever you like. I did use a dye ink in case you would like to watercolor those or something. You can get those wet. So I just wanted to include a couple of those because they're so stinking cute. So here is an envelope in the center of this first signature with a pocket on the back. Little corner tucks here. Here's another little notepad I made with some embossed paper, and it's just some scraps, but I thought it was super cute. Ledger paper, little side tuck with some cards, some lace here. Love this rosette trim. Facing paper, lots of room for writing and photos. I love that. Here's a vintage book that I added in here. I just love those images. More tucks and pockets. Lots of tucks and pockets. This pretty bow trim. Pretty chandelier there. Glassine bag with some scrap paper. I did a lot of stitching in this book as well. Another corner tuck. Side flips out. Scraps of ledger and lots of little envelopes in this one. More fun stitching. some interesting coffee dyed ink sprayed paper I played around with. I like the way the blues and the greens played off of each other there. Or that pretty rosette trim. Some vintage music. This was out of an old children's music book. Some children's paper here. More fun stitching. Another flip. Here's a vintage rummy, kids rummy game card. I thought those were so cute, so I stuck that in there. Here's a pocket and then another little tuck here in the front. And that is the end of this book. Again, this one is the Hedgehog, and it is called Delight. And here is the Sweet Deer journal. I just thought this was so stinking cute. I love the little mushroom and the sweet little face there. Again, it's a curved spine. See here, with some ridges along the spine. Hardcover. This one has a lace closure and it's called Daydream, and then I added just a little bell there on the end of that one, and there's a button here at the top, and it's attached with a little upholstery pin. Not upholstery pin, I keep calling these upholstery pin. Garment pin. It's attached with a little garment pin here with some rickrack, and you can see the little pink tassel that I have on this one with the green button. So cute. I love the colors. So then here on the inside, it's lined with some cardstock again, and there's a vintage library card and pocket here on the front. I also haven't mentioned that all of my journals come with an extra bag of goodies that you can use in it as well. And the other thing about them is they're nice and full right now, but if you want to write in them and it's easier, definitely take out the cards and things and use it and fill it up as you go. That way it's not so full when you're writing in it. It lays pretty flat already, but anyway, back to the beginning, just in case you were worried about that. So again, lots of tucks and pockets and stitching throughout. This one has a little fabric ruffle that I made on there. Another little chandelier embossed scrap pad there. Some vintage flashcards are throughout these with some tracing paper. Flip out. And you can write on all of these papers as well, or it's a great place to put a picture, which is what I have been doing in one of mine that I will be sharing for those of you who have been asking me about that journal that I'm working on. I will be sharing. I didn't get as much done as I thought I would, but isn't that how it always goes? I don't know why I thought I would like complete a whole journal while I was on my scrapbooking retreat, but that's okay. And here's that pretty pink tassel. I just love that. Pretty pink bow lace there. Just a flip out here. Paper bag with some scraps. Paper in there. Little scrap pad I made with some fabric scraps. flower embossed pad. Blue flower charm here. And here's another one of those pockets with a tuck and a vintage children's rummy card. I think that's so cute. Another little fabric ruffle. This one's made with the deer fabric that's from the cover. Some little tiny rosette trim that is so pretty. I am in love with that piece of trim. More of this fun book. I just love the pictures in this children's book. Tracing paper. And that is the end. And one more hardcover. This one's kind of the odd man out. I made this cover quite a while ago, and I finally got the journal put together. This was one that was super hard for me to part with. I don't know if the mustard color is really showing up in the right light here. It looks a little greener in my phone. Hopefully it comes through okay. I'll put a note in if I think if the color is different than what is showing up in my phone. But it is a beautiful mustard color hardback cover that I made with this raised impression. A few corners here, curved spine, hidden signatures with these ridges along the side. Again, 6 signatures and 120 pages. This one, I've put a lot of these chunky vintage buttons on here. I just love them, and I think they fit the cover so well. So they're just big and chunky and floppy, and I love that. And then this one is called Thoughts, and it has a vintage yellow button here and some vintage green rickrack. Has a seam binding closure. This one is hard for me to part with. I'll admit it. This one has a vintage library card in the front. I got these from a church, so I think that's so fun. And then here's a super pretty trim that I love in all of my projects. Some ledger, more tucks, stitching, lots of little notepads that I've made. Because there were no hedgehogs in this journal, I still wanted to include a couple stamps. So this is an Anya stamp, and it is the gardening Anya stamp, and I think she's so pretty. And since there's so many flowers in this journal, those are 2 that I included. And again, it's stamped with dye ink, so you can watercolor them if you want to. And here's vintage organ music that I just made a couple tucks on. Here's a little pocket here with a pocket in the front. More fun stitching throughout the book. That big brown button. I love that so much. And it's attached with a garment pin. Some fun ribbons and rosettes here. Tracing paper. Here I've used some more of those Gwen Frostic book pages that I've talked about in my videos before. I love her artwork and her poetry, and I just think it creates a beautiful page for journaling as well. And this book was from the 50s. So then here's a double tuck pocket here. This flips out. Other side of that book page. This yellow paper I've dyed with turmeric. I forgot to mention that. I have turmeric dyed paper in here, and I have red cabbage dyed paper. The blue paper is red cabbage. It's a lot of fun. I'll probably be doing a video series on that really soon. Share with you all how to do that. It's super simple and it's so much fun. Some Edith Holden book page here. Then here I've created like a secret pocket. This is the red cabbage paper. So that's tucked back here, and then I just, in the center of the signature, I just stitched some more scrap paper for extra writing. And here's the other side of that Edith Holden page. Graph paper. Really pretty coffee dyed paper. I have fun making. And here's that other big chunky vintage button. And another little vintage button here. Music paper. This time I made a pocket on it. Tracing paper. Heart stitching here. Belly band with some more scraps and journaling cards. Another pocket. Another Gwen Frostic page. Side tuck with some dyed paper. And that is the back of the book. And again, this journal is called Thoughts. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, there is a second video to this journal release, and I will put a link to that video in the description box down below. I will definitely upload them at exactly the same time, so they should be together in your feed if you're subscribed to my channel, and they will be in my Etsy shop with more photographs and information there. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!